People fall in love with Boone for two things: the mountains and that easy college town energy you feel the second you drive down King Street. But here's what nobody tells you until you've lived here through a winter, a football Saturday, and a foggy mountain morning on our mountain roads. Boone isn't just a prettier version of the town you're leaving. Life up here runs a little differently. And whether you'll love it or regret it comes down to a handful of things most people never think to ask about. So if you're seriously thinking about making Boone home, stick around. We're breaking down the real story. Today we're walking through what it's actually like to live in Boone, the good, the trade-offs, and who this town is really right for. We're going to cover what Boone actually is: the weather, the cost of living, getting around, the lifestyle, and of course, the community. If you're new here, I'm Terri Boyer with Mountain Life Realty, powered by Keller Williams High Country. We specialize in helping people buy and sell mountain homes, second homes, and investment properties throughout the North Carolina High Country. And this one's personal. My husband Derek and I made this exact move from South Florida almost 10 years ago. So everything here comes from living it, not just selling it. So let's jump in. Here's something most people don't realize about Boone. It's really two towns living in the same place. On one side, it's a college town. App State sits right in the middle of it. And that brings this young, walkable energy. King Street downtown, packed with local coffee shops, breweries, restaurants, live music, and football Saturdays. And on the other side, it's a real mountain town. You're at over 3,000 feet tucked into the Blue Ridge, with the parkway, hiking, and waterfalls basically in your backyard. And that's the magic of Boone. Most mountain towns make you choose between culture and outdoors. Boone hands you both. And the trade-off? Well, that college energy means it gets livelier when the students are back. We're talking busier streets and packed game days. But honestly, most people who move here grow to love the hum. So that's the feel of the place. Now the part almost nobody is ready for. Nobody moves to Boone actually ready for the winter. Here's the thing people from the flatlands miss. You're sitting at over 3,000 feet up here. That means real snow, real cold snaps, the occasional icy morning. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's not a coastal Carolina winter. When Derek and I came up here from South Florida, it was hands down our biggest adjustment. Now the rest of the year is your payoff. Summers are mild and green while everybody else is melting. I'm looking at you, Florida, again. Fall leaf season, that's gonna take your breath away, but the winter is real and you're gonna have to want it. The good news? The fix is simple. If you have the right vehicle, a little patience with roads, and you keep an eye on the forecast, go ahead and settle in. And the snow becomes the reason that you stay, not the reason you leave. Once you've made peace with the weather, there's one more thing that catches people off guard. If you think a small mountain town means small town prices, Boone is about to surprise you. There's only so much buildable land in our mountains, and you've got students, families, retirees, second home buyers, and investors who are all competing for the same limited inventory. That's the mountain premium. And you are gonna feel it most on housing. Now the everyday stuff like groceries and services, that stays pretty reasonable. And if you're coming from a big metro area, the lifestyle can genuinely be an upgrade for the money. But make sure you go in with your eyes clear. What your budget buys changes a lot, and it depends on whether you want to be in town, near campus, or tucked away with a beautiful mountain view. That's exactly the kind of thing we help people map out before they fall in love with a listing. Okay, so let's say that the budget works, right? The next thing to wrap your head around is how you actually get around up here. Mountain living changes the way you think about distance. Boone isn't on a major interstate. The roads are windy, and what looks like a short hop on the map is gonna take longer than you expect. We say mountain miles are not city miles. Your nearest bigger airports are gonna be a drive. We're talking a couple hours to Charlotte, with options like Tri-Cities Airport over in Tennessee, a little bit of a shorter run. But day to day, Boone is gonna have what you need. Groceries, healthcare, shopping, the university. You're not roughing it here, folks. But if your life depends on hopping on a plane every week, you should factor in that drive. And the challenge? These winding roads take some getting used to, and especially in the winter, if you plan to run errands, you're gonna have to plan differently. But here's the thing though, most people tell us the slower pace is exactly what they came here for. You trade a little convenience for a whole lot of scenery. So what do we actually do here? A lot. If you love the outdoors, Boone is tough to beat. We've got hiking, waterfalls, the Blue Ridge Parkway, mountain biking, and skiing just a short drive away at the nearby ski resorts. In town, King Street gives you that walkable downtown, and the university brings live music, arts, and events. You wouldn't expect something from a town this size. The busiest, most exciting times is going to be leaf season, ski season, and football Saturdays. And they're also the most crowded times. So part of living here is learning the rhythm, when to go and when to just enjoy the quiet at home. And underneath all of it is the community, which might be the most important part. Boone has this genuinely connected feel. Longtime locals, university families, retirees, folks who chase the mountains just like we did. People look out for each other up here, especially when the weather turns. The biggest mistake I see people make moving to Boone, they fall in love on the wrong weekend. So they come up for one perfect fall weekend. The leaves are turning, King Street is buzzing, and they buy before they understand what a full year here actually looks like. Then winter hits, or the commute, or the busy season, and then reality sets in. The smarter move, picture your real life up here first. Your winter drive, your budget, how far you really want to be from town. When Boone fits that picture, not just a postcard, it's one of the best decisions you're ever gonna make. So here's the bottom line on Boone. A rare combination of college town culture, real mountain seasons, and a connected community all in one place. But the trade-offs are real winters, a mountain premium on housing, and a little more distance from the big cities. If those sound worth it to you, Boone might be exactly the home you've been looking for. And if you're seriously considering a move to Boone or anywhere here in the High Country, we would love to help. Our team helps people every day find the right area, the right neighborhood, and the right home for the life they're building. We live here, we work here, and we know these mountains inside and out. All our info is in the description below. Feel free to reach out anytime. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe because we release weekly videos about mountain living, real estate investing, and everything happening here in the High Country. And as always, I'll see y'all next time. Bye y'all.